One more time in the boys division from Salem, Oregon. It's the boys division final, and it's 1 versus 2. The top seed Albany, the 2 seed Green Canyon. And we are coming at you live from Pioneer Sports Park right here on Ultiworld. 1 versus 2. Coach Mario O'Brien, Michael Cerroti, pumped to be with you one more time in the boys division. Coach, it's a unbeaten Albany team. It's a one-time beaten Green Canyon team. The one loss against Albany on Universe Point. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be everything we all wanted coming into this tournament. Yep. The 2 best teams coming in, the 2 best team after 2 days of play. We've got a beautiful arena here, and here we go.
Take a look at how we got here. Green Canyon and Albany. Albany has not lost all season. These 2 teams met back at the Spaghetti Western Invite. Green Canyon took care of Edina in the semifinals. Albany handled Lakeside. Really no troubles for either of these teams as they have made their way through bracket play after going unbeaten in pool play yesterday. It's the national championship. What more could you ask for between 1 versus 2?
Well, what I'm asking for is some highlights and some high-level Frisbee, and we know we're going to get it because both of these teams are comfortable playing in big moments. Specific to this big moment are the conditions. It is windy. It's been an upwind, downwind field the entire tournament, and Albany, being from around the bay, they play in wind all the time, so this is like playing at home for them.
Green Canyon out of Utah, Albany out of California. 1 versus 2. In the national title game. Salem, Oregon, the high school national invite, and Blake Holt for Green Canyon has been unbelievable all season long in the junior, looking for his 2nd national championship.
2 national championships for a player that's this good is absolutely right up his alley. And not only is he trying for his 2nd national championship, but he will be representing Team USA on the national team for the U20 Worlds team this summer.
Someone else who will be representing USA U20 is Muhammad Awais, who is maybe the best high school player in the country out of Albany. He is unbelievable, and this is an Albany team that, again, has not lost all season long. They went to Universe against Green Canyon, and the way that they got to the high school national invite, totally different from how they did it in Pennsylvania last year, as we are underway. Last year, they won Spaghetti Western to go to the high school national invite. This year, it was a player-made decision to go to the Seattle invite and get a much earlier bid. And they did, and there was a little bit of a sense of relief. And did that one hit the deck, or was Jacob Hoffman able to keep it off the deck?
Everybody's good here? All right, so on y'all to start.
It is a good catch for Hoffman as we hear from the observers for the first time. Both observers on the field are wearing microphones, and we'll hear from them throughout the game when they have to be taken onto the field. Handler-heavy offense for Green Canyon in the semifinals, and we'll see what they have against this Albany team that is very shaken up. A lot of injuries throughout the tournament.
Green Canyon coming out in that vert stack offense. Lots of space, some big gainers for Green Canyon. Last game in the semis, they had to play a lot of zone offense, a little more spread out. It's going to create a lot of space for Holt to wheel and deal.
So the stall will come in at 2. Green Canyon holds on to the disc. Their first possession against Edina in the semis, 56 passes to score. This is an offense that knows how to stay patient. Here's Hoffman working against a tight mark from Jasper Graff, and they turn it over.
Holt couldn't hold on to that one. Uncharacteristic mistake on the first point from the star.
Another star for Albany, Jasper Graff, 18-year-old, 6'5". He can throw deep, he can run deep and sky his defender. It's been a hot, sunny day here in Oregon as Graf goes deep and reels it in. Sets up Albany on the goal line. Graf lofts the backhand, and it cannot be grabbed. He tried to set up Evan Weinstein in the end zone, and it was too far out of reach.
Just not quite the wind read on that throw as the wind pushes it to the turf. I think the receiver thought he was going to be able to run onto it. Wishes he would have laid out. Holt commanding the offense.
Holstering that big flick is Oscar Saldivar. He's a guy that likes to center for Holt, get the other handlers involved. Here's Trek Hansen on the sideline. Back for Holt, who's wearing a knee brace on the left leg. He took a hard fall in the semis. Holt launching deep to the end zone. What a defensive play by Graf.
Graf making the play. Receiver calling foul. We're going to take another look. A bang-bang play on our first point. And what will the discussion be? I'm sure that receiver is saying...
Okay, and both you...
Let's listen.
I hit the disc, and then I ran into him.
Okay,
so the
and
foul didn't actually affect the play at all.
What do you think?
So as I catch it, starting to bring down, just got nails. Is what I think.
Okay. Do you want to come to the Observer, or do you want to leave it at... What do you want to do with it?
I'm down to go to the Observer. Okay.
Okay, Observer ruling, no foul. The contact came after.
It is a clean defensive play for Jasper Graf and a big block in the end zone to save a Jacob Hoffman goal.
Interesting ruling there from the Observer. It's true that Graf got there, but my question is, did Graf try to avoid contact, or did he just make a play on the ball? Observer saying no foul.
Another break opportunity for Albany. And they turn it right back over. Green Canyon on the doorstep.
Holtz.
Saldivar waits. Holtz backhand. Successful to Hoffman. Green Canyon on the board first.
A hold is a hold in a final. It doesn't have to be pretty. Sometimes in these big game situations and on the best teams, you say gritty, not pretty is what it's about. It's about resilience and not just about outcome. Holt delivers first assist of this final.
He had 6 assists in the semifinal against Edina, even though he sat a couple points due to that injury. Here is the block that was ruled a no foul by Jasper Graf. But eventually it's Hoffman able to get in the end zone after an uncharacteristic, unforced turnover.
And here, let's take a look at Holt. His fundamentals are so solid, well weighted. Put it to a margin of error on the outside of the field. Open receiver, but still a perfect touch throw there from Holt in that upwind side.
There's a look at Muhammad Awais. We're going to see this offensive line for the first time for Albany, and keep an eye on 2 in the red and black.
Muhammad Awais, this is my second time commentating a game of his, and the first one was as a member of the Oakland Spiders here in Oregon a few weeks ago. The big story of that game was there's a high school player on the field right now, and here he is at his age level, but here he'll be a star. In that UFA game, he was more of a role player.
We've seen a number of players from the high school level that are also playing in the Ultimate Frisbee Association, and Awais is one of them with the Spiders. And Albany's O-line to work for the first time in the national title game. Oh, they're on the backup after a slipping receiver. Dara Fisher. Graf puts it in space for Awais. He's such a good athlete, and he breaks that mark with ease to Rusa.
Awais is a great athlete, but his superpower is his break backhand. Long and low. You just saw it on that first throw. And a turnover here for Albany.
Amanat Ali threw it away, and Green Canyon has a break chance early for the first time. Hoffman keeps it off the deck. He's going big for Nash, and it is too far out of reach. A layout. It's actually Ben Bond who was giving it chase, but just out of the outstretched arms.
Albany breaks the mark to start their offense. A little more of a spread. Horizontal set and another turnover. Receiver going to take injury on this one. Hit the ground hard.
Albany is already so banged up. It's been hot, and in a tournament like this where every team is so competitive, every game is the biggest game of your season. They've been giving it 100% on the field. Non-contact injury. Lawrence McKendall, the head coach for Albany, is out there. Green Canyon looks on.
Can't get access commentary source right now. Can you text me that link somehow? So
Albany is already so banged up, and Lawrence McKendall looks on. Every game is so competitive. It is hot. It's been tough.
he's on his feet. We hope he's okay. He's a tough guy. I'm sure he'll be back. Looks like something on his arm.
Joshua
Just the way
Caleb,
he was holding it.
Joshua Caleb Patigues.
So it will be a turnover. Green Canyon will pick up. Looking to break. The two stars guarding each other. Awais against Holt.
Holt sets up the offense for Green Canyon. Quickly advances up the field. Oh, what a throw from Holt. Are you serious? That is magic. Holt to Phillips for the break.
Holt physically moves fast, but his mind moves faster. And somehow, even when he delivers these pinpoint throws, he doesn't get sped up. How did he even see this? He caught it, and before he slowed down, he was already letting it go. And it's perfect in this wind. That is a world-class throw at any level. And Holt just did it on the biggest stage of his high school career.
Blake Holt, that is ridiculous. Green Canyon breaks to take a 2-0 lead.
There we see Awais listening in to coach's words, and they've been here before. In their first matchup at Spaghetti Western, Albany went down. They showed that they have the grit and resilience to come back. Green Canyon looking to not repeat those same mistakes and get a win.
Who else needs to take a chill pill? Miles, good catch. Take a chill pill. All right, so we're on D. We're on D again.
Couldn't hear any insights there from either one of the coaches. But this has been a great start, an exciting, action-packed start to the final.
That was Paul DeMorgan, the head coach for Green Canyon. And on the other side, it was Dave Owen for Albany. The fans are getting rowdy.
And this is a big change from all the games so far we've had this tournament. The rest of the tournament is done playing, and all that's left is to watch the title games.
Green Canyon assistant coach Evan Polson, who we talked to pregame, said they're not focused on what's going on behind them. They are looking at what is happening on the field. They've faced a lot of loud sidelines. They bring their own loud sideline, and they have to try to tune out these fans. But it is loud, and they are tight to the field.
You love to see it. This is what it's all about. Everybody's hyped.
That was a Nixon 5 chant from the Columbia team out of New Jersey. Game 5 between the Knicks and Spurs. Tip-off in 7 minutes. And we'll see if Columbia gets their wish. This is Amanat Ali. Ali looks for options. A dangerous throw.
Albany settles into their offense. Vertical stack. A Weiss. There's that little flippy low backhand. So pretty.
Assistant coach for Albany, Dave Owen, said before the game, of course they're nervous. They're a bunch of 16 to 18-year-old kids playing on the biggest stage of their careers. They just have to settle in and remember it's another game. It's up for Graf, who climbs the ladder and pulls it down. Albany on the board.
Speaking of the Knicks game, that could have been a dunk. Nice alley-oop there from Graf, getting up to about 10.5 feet to pull that one down. Wasn't even guarded, but gave us a show.
Jasper Graf started playing Ultimate in 6th grade, but at that time he was not 6'5", with a massive vertical leap. And he goes to the top floor to pull down Albany's first point.
Albany needed that one just to quiet the nerves and settle in.
Graf is a very confident cutter. He'll take a bet on himself. He wants his throwers to send him deep. And it's for reasons like that, going upstairs.
So far, interesting difference in the personnel strategy. So far, we've seen a lot of Holt, even when it was a D point. On the other side, Albany choosing to play a Weiss only on their O points so far. We'll see if that changes as the game gets closer to its conclusion.
Saldivar setting up the offense through Blake Holt. Holt does not need a lot of space or momentum to shoot downfield. We saw a throw in the semifinal, a full field forehand. He threw it off of 1 foot. I think Albany arguing here that it was out of bounds, but we'll keep playing tight on the sideline.
Woo! Holt with the upline juke move and a hammer over the top.
Crossfield hammer from Holt. This is ridiculous. Owen Nash on the receiving end.
Adam Holt. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words right now. Blake Holt. I was known as a good thrower in my career, and I need some lessons. This is crazy. Okay. I never had the guts to throw a crosswind scuba and then go back to back on the next point with a crossfield hammer. Just slid it across the table on this hammer. Didn't hang at all. Kept it away from the defender. Dang, Blake.
Those are really the only words. He has assisted on all 3 Green Canyon points, and he has done it in a variety of ways. Holt could be the center handler for the USA U20 team this summer in Spain. Yeah, it sure was good. Impressive crossfield hammer throw from Blake Holt. Take a look at the photos.
Blake Holt taking a look at the action of the amazing throw that he just made. I'm speechless. That's crazy.
He is the Green Canyon Student Body Vice President. He is the top player on their Ultimate Frisbee team that is going for a national championship, and with a 2-goal lead, Albany looking to get it back in one throw, but it's just out of reach for Matthew Wong. Full field break chance for Green Canyon.
So Blake Holt not on the field right now for this upwind break chance. Can Green Canyon use their depth to convert? Big gainer to start.
Hansen threw it into the turf.
That throw was a little bit behind the receiver. I know that there was some contact. I'll be curious to see if they talk about whether or not it was catchable.
Miles Phillips a little slow to get up for Green Canyon, and there was no foul call. A clean turnover back to Green Canyon. Again, these two teams met once this year. It's the only loss that Green Canyon had all season. Albany still undefeated. It was a 10-9 win for Albany, a comeback. Hugo Tsai sets up the offense for Albany, looking for a hold as that one gets caught in the wind, and then it's knocked down.
Weiss with the turnover. Uncharacteristic for someone like him to do that early. Both him and Holt, one turnover apiece, but Weiss gets it right back.
Floaty backhand, and Albany cashes in. 2 turnovers apiece on that point. Albany holds back within one early.
I love watching Weiss already. There's a few different types of players that can fire me up personally. One is someone who brings a lot of energy after they score and wants to give it back to their teammates. And another type of teammate is who Weiss is. He is all business. He has been here before, and he is showing his teammates that there's no reason to be rattled because I'm here, because we're here, and we have done this before. His demeanor stands out for me, and it's one way that he leads.
Muhammad Weiss, when we asked him, what should we look for while you're playing? His answer was dog work. He's doing the dirty work. He is a leader. Despite being the most talented player on the field, he is also getting his hands dirty. He's getting in the passing lanes. He's doing things that you want your leader to do. He'll be headed to UC Santa Cruz in the fall. And he's such a stand-up guy as well. He coaches youth ultimate in underrepresented communities. Started playing Frisbee in 5th grade and has really seen his career blossom for Albany. Does Green Canyon have a response? It's Saldivar. Trying to get it to Holt. The second effort, he keeps it alive. A tight mark from Alex Poi. And now Holt sends a long backhand. 2 receivers in the area, and it's hauled in, but the extra throw to the end zone is a turnover. An open Owen Nash in the end zone, but it drops.
I actually love that Albany's getting rewarded with this possession because they did shut down the offense. And
was
that
one tipped?
It was tipped at the point of attack. Amazing defensive play.
What a play by Josiah Hines. Just saved a goal with his fingernail. Another turnover, though. Green Canyon is set up on their goal line. Holt quickly flips it ahead. It's a hold for Green Canyon. Gage Nate takes it in after Blake Holt's 4th assist.
The team that wins this game will be the one that makes the least unforced errors. Green Canyon proved to be the stronger squad in that respect in the semifinals against Edina.
Blake Holt saving the possession at first. Incredible tip, just barely getting a piece of it, Josiah Hines. But then a turnover back the other way. I think just a simple drop. A lot of pressure from Alex Burris. Holt wastes no time to find Gage Nate and put Green Canyon up 4-2. And that takes us to our first heat break. It's hot. Shade is needed. Water is needed. The 2 seed on top of the 1 seed by a pair.
On the grand stage to keep possession. Huge bid. Gets the time.
Great opportunity for the Germans, and they break with ease.
Throw it the full 80 yards to the field. Are you kidding me? And an incredible catch. You are kidding me.
Oh my God!
One of the plays of the year.
The world has finally discovered the wonders of Oregon, where rolling hills and lush landscapes are paradise. Art comes to life on center stage or in the middle of the sidewalk, and where angry or happy skies are part of our intrigue and character. Where creeks are opal, waterfalls are silver, pioneers are gold, and the state's capital is named for peace. Salem and the Mid-Willamette Valley is a welcoming place, home to historians who unearth tales of the underground, and farmers who open their fields to anyone who wants to visit. Where you can meet the brewmasters, chefs, crafters and creators, strong and spirited entrepreneurs who delight in sharing the fruits of their labor. Recently, the strength and resiliency of our community has been tested like never before, and we've accepted the challenge. To the chefs, shopkeepers, winemakers, and performers using their pioneering spirit to give lift to our region, we say thank you. To everyone who is helping out, digging in, building up, and moving forward, we raise a glass in your honor. We will come out of this stronger than before. And when the world is ready to explore again, we'll be here. Salem and the Mid-Willamette Valley, the most Oregon part of Oregon.
From the gorgeous Willamette Valley, we got an exciting start here in Salem. 2-seeded Green Canyon on top of top-seeded Albany. Albany gets the disc back. Coach, takeaways so far?
Just a lot of excitement. Hopefully getting the nerves out for both teams, and both star players very involved.
Here is one of those star players, Jasper Graff, who had a big goal already. 2 assists for Hugo Tsai, as that one is over the head, and Green Canyon has a break chance, although there may be a call.
Green Canyon.
No call.
Throws zone for the first time this game. Not an aggressive zone, but forced a little too aggressive of a shot. The wind took it, led to a turnover, and now Holt trying to throw a turnover himself.
It was a battle, and Albany knocks it down. A slew of defenders in the area, and of course one of them is the 6'5" Graff. Here's Tsai, already 2 assists. Tsai, up line to the end zone. Matthew Wong is there.
After that point, I have noticed a pattern, and that pattern is that Albany can lock down when they play man-to-man defense. That's the second time that Blake Holt has had nothing, no reset, no open cutter, and has had to try to jam one in. The first time, he got away with it, converted. They had a hold. This time, a turnover that leads to a break.
Hugo Tsai is the one that introduced Matt Wong to the sport of ultimate. And the two of them connect for the goal. When the two were in elementary school, Hugo and his dad, Min, introduced Matt to the sport of Frisbee. And then Matt started to play in middle school. It's become a huge part of his life. He reaches the end zone for the first time in this final, and he's got Albany back within one.
And now the coaches' battle start. We've seen what each team is going to do. We've seen what their priorities are. They've each thrown their defensive looks once. What adjustments will they make?
They've also seen each other earlier this season. Now, it's a Green Canyon team that has a lot of players who do not play on Sundays, which is when these two teams faced off. So they were a little short-staffed, as taking a deep shot is Holt, and he connects. Owen Nash on the goal line. Holt. Oh, what a play! Muhammad Awais with the layout block.
Awais might be the answer for Holt. So far, this tournament, Holt has done whatever he wants against whoever he wants, but that time he met up against one of the best players in the country, and that's Awais.
The stars are shining for both sides. Nicholas Russa finds Graf on the in-cut. Sai unleashes a backhand. Awais has it blocked. Oscar Saldivar, the handler, with a great defensive play.
Really aggressive there from Albany, throwing to a matchup, not because he was open. I like that if the conditions are a little calmer, but the wind brings a little bit of unpredictability into it. Doesn't get the timing exactly perfect. Defender makes a really smart play, keeping the inside angle. Vertstack offense is going to target a receiver deep. And once again, the Sky Ruler asserts his dominance.
Trek Hansen, the deep receiver. Do you really want to test Jasper Graf? Foul called as Graf was on the sideline in a battle with Gage Nate.
The type of athlete that Graf is reminds me a little bit of Jeff Babbitt. Babbitt just known for being an absolute monster. He's big, he's quick, he's athletic. Let's listen in.
So I couldn't catch it.
And you're...
When I was running for it, I hit the disc after he had hit it. I never touched his arm.
Okay. And you're coming to the observer? Okay, observer ruling? No foul.
No foul is the call from the observer. And Holt stands over the disc for Green Canyon. They looked for Holt on the up line. And now on the reset, Saldivar. Saldivar, forehand to Holt.
Woo! Woo! That was some footwork right there. Awais just got worked at the front of the end zone. Holt proving he's not just a thrower, he is an athlete. Watch this move at the front of the end zone. Damn, that was fast.
Blake Holt now with the goal and 4 assists has accounted for every Green Canyon point. There were a couple turnovers on this point. Awais with the layout, and then the deep shot that Oscar Saldivar made up room, and a big block up top. And then Albany turned it back over. No foul called on the sideline. And they're able to punch it in as Saldivar finds Blake Holt, who had Hawaii sleeping.
Yeah, Hawaii's a little too much disc watching, and when you watch the disc against Blake Holt, that means you're not going to see his first move, and he is too quick.
These two are going to be teammates real soon for the USA under-20 team. But until then, on opposite sides of the disc, Blake Holt still has another season of high school left. Just a junior who won the national championship as a freshman, doing it with his older brother. And this pole is sitting in the wind and carrying out of the back of the end zone. That was an 11.4 second pole.
Insane hang time. Unfortunately, offsides on Green Canyon. Observers called it early. Weiss didn't even attempt to catch it because he knew he had a free set play from the brick.
Weiss puts it through the hands of Graf. You don't see that often, but it's a break chance for Green Canyon, and a very good one, trying to go up 3, but they turn it back over. Evan Weinstein gets in the passing lane.
Nice run through from Weinstein. You love it when a player gets rewarded for tight defense, gets to make a play.
Weiss out in space with Holt on the mark. Weiss back to Ali. Amanat Ali ahead. Weiss on the doorstep. The reset. Amanat Ali. Albany with a patient offense. Ali turns back and flips it back to Graf. Graf to Weiss. Shifty for the score.
Wow. The break throws that Albany is showing us are next level compared to all of the high school teams that we've seen this weekend. They've got the Oyo, they've got the high release, they've got the low release, and that is a huge benefit in conditions like this if you can execute, because you don't have to do it with cutter speed, you can do it with thrower excellence.
Again, a turnover for each side. A big block for Evan Weinstein to set up Albany. And Muhammad Weiss with his second goal.
Wow, and I love the setup too. Leaning out onto that forehand side like he's showing a low forehand. Little shimmy to high release forehand. A little Dylan Freechild with the high releaser. He doesn't do that much anymore. That was his earlier days when he loved the high release forehand, but it is a very West Coast throw, if I do say so.
Two West Coast teams facing off. California and Utah in this national final. 1 versus 2 on a hot day in the Pacific Northwest to decide the best high school boys ultimate team in the country. Saldivar is going deep for Hoffman. Did he make that catch? He did. Jacob Hoffman with the bid and grab, and Green Canyon scores. Trek Hansen the goal, but credit Jacob Hoffman with the bid. Wow.
Incredible catch there. But that one started all the way back from the pull play. Green Canyon, a nice clean hold. They're going to put their D-line back on the field. Albany couldn't generate the pressure on that one.
Green Canyon has hovered around that 2-goal advantage for the entirety of the first half. 3-1, 4-2, 5-3, and now 6-4.
I can't think of another away shot that I've seen thrown by someone other than Blake Holt for Green Canyon. That was a beautiful throw. Green Canyon, when talking with their coaches, they talked about their depth, they talked about their system, and it's hard to see it when Blake Holt is amazing us, but you really get a sense that they're quite a deep team when you watch them play.
High school ultimate can sometimes be very top-heavy. Green Canyon has its stars, like every team. They have Blake Holt, who is a star in the entire country, but they get help from a lot of supporting guys. They have 21 players on this team, and a lot of them get involved.
Albany just running the drill up the forehand sideline right now. Awais going to take control near the end zone.
Amanat Ali comes in to get it. Ali puts it up for Awais. Taking control right in front of the goal line. He floats it up top, and a big grab for Tsai.
And this is the thing about Muhammad Awais is he plays in the cutter set, but he has all the throws, and that is quite rare for someone with speed like his and quickness like his to also have the touch. This little high release forehand is not an easy throw. He's dropping that one into a bucket. That's like a 15-foot jumper. Nice touch, nice balance. Swish.
Hugo Tsai has been really good for Albany so far. 18-year-old who's going to play at Cal Poly next year has a goal now to go along with his 3 assists. Awais with his first assist. Albany's top players are doing a great job working together.
Absolutely, and that's something I notice about the Bay Area Frisbee that I've watched recently. They're really good at the 2-man game, the 3-man game, the read and react essence of playing Ultimate. It's really easy to think of Ultimate as a vertical stack and a cutting pattern, but really the highest level of the game is played at the read and react level. And these guys do it as well as anyone. And that's why you see that chemistry. It looks like they're working together all the time.
Holt, marked by Tsai, finds Saldivar. Holt trying to shake him. Disc flipping around in the air. Is there a foul called? Holt and Tsai in a battle.
Hugo Tsai already 3 assists in this game, but really showing his defensive chops in the handler space there against Holt. Had him locked up, had an opportunity for a block.
All right. Yep. Oh.
Hugo Tsai, there's no foul called, but he wanted an injury sub, and Tsai goes off the field. It's a clean turnover and a break chance for Albany.
This is the first D point where we've seen Awais.
Finds Ali. Amanat Ali. Eli Denny to Awais. Holt on him with wide hands. Awais breaks the mark and gets it up the field. Weinstein. Amanat Ali. Upline for Awais. Does he think he was fouled? No. It was over his head and no call. Holt controls with Green Canyon backed up on their own goal line, and with a high stall count, he just has to heave it downfield. And he'll take that roll.
Once again, the Albany defense locking down everywhere. No options for Holt.
The man-to-man D has been stellar for Albany so far. Ali looks for options, finds Awais. Feels like even when he's covered tightly, Awais is open. So much trust in their star. Ali quarterbacking the Albany offense. Looking to break and tie. Halftime at 8 in a game to 15.
Albany plays a pretty version of Frisbee. They do the little things well. When they get it to the trap sideline, they get it off right away. They're always looking to attack the mark. They throw and go. They play 2-on-2. Especially Ali. You can tell his vision is always going to the break side.
He's working with Denny. A lot of east-west for Albany right now. Alex Poi is a little dinged up. Again, Albany has dealt with all sorts of injuries throughout this tournament as Poi tries to walk it off.
Did you get stepped on, or did you just...
No, I have like a cramp that comes in and out.
Okay, you need to take one then.
Okay.
Because you stopped playing. Yeah.
Tactical sub here.
Okay.
Poi going to step off. And that's going to bring one of the stars back on the field. Jasper Graff looked like he was coming on. Instead, it's going to be Rusa. You might notice as you watch the Albany offense, there's not a lot of people moving, but in a vert stack, that's actually a really good thing. It allows you to play 3-on-3 with lots of space, which is perfect when you're good at breaking the mark and throw and go.
All right. Everybody's clear. Everybody's good on spots. All right, on y'all. Comes in 2.
There you see that vertical stack. One cut at a time, one person targeted at a time. Into the reset game, Ali.
Ali works the mark. It's bobbled and dropped by Denny. Holt picks it up. Nate back to Holt. Blake Holt playing traffic cop out there. Back to Gage Nate, who centers it for Holt. Holt over the top, and it's tipped and incomplete. And look out, bodies collide. And everyone seems to be okay.
And Blake Holt grabbing his hat, frustrated with himself because he knows his confidence actually got the best of him in that situation. That's one thing that can happen when a good player gets hot. They connect their first 2 throws, and then they get other opportunities to make daring plays, and they take shots that they shouldn't be taking. That one, there just wasn't margin for error, and it's leading to a turnover.
Well, he makes it right back up as he intercepts the deep shot for Owais. And then he gets the disc back from Hansen to set up the O. In cut, and that throw is left short by Holt. He's frustrated.
Yeah, I'm going to put that one on the cutter just as much as the thrower. The cutter needs to go to ground. When that disc is low, it's actually a tremendously difficult catch to run without laying out and make that low catch. Whew, that's a sweet throw.
Hussein with a low backhand, incomplete, was looking for Meyer. This is the D-line out there for Albany. And a timeout taken on a point that already has lasted 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 4 turnovers apiece. Green Canyon wants a break. They want to talk things over. They lead Albany 6-5. 2 seed on top of the 1 seed on a long battling point.
It is championship weekend in the Western Ultimate League.
Covered and grabbed. It's Yen. Oh, what a grab. Oh my God.
Grab from Chung. And as Chip Chang launches to Statmeyer for a goal.
And a blazing
in the end zone, and it's a layout grab.
Up for Melner.
Wow! Oh my goodness, Leah. That was a dime ball.
This has been a battle. 4 turnovers on each side on this point. Green Canyon takes a timeout, trying to settle down, talk things over, and get this very dirty hold. 6-5 Green Canyon. They get the disc back in play with Hoffman and Holt, who shakes Awais. Blake Holt calling the shots and throwing the assist to Riley Hamilton.
Blake Holt showing us once again that he has all the tools, including that was him calling the timeout, knowing that it was the right time. Using that one before half is the right time. And then he takes care of business. Throws the first throw, gets open for a gainer. Nice, soft, touchy, but well-weighted throw for the goal.
Assist number 5 for Blake Holt. It was a turnover-filled point. 8 of them total. Blake Holt had that big interception as they went long for Awais. He gave it back, but luckily for Holt and Green Canyon, Albany gave it back on a low backhander from Muhammad Hussein, and eventually Green Canyon cashes in. Blake Holt directing his receivers to the open spots and putting the disc where his guys can go make a play.
Thank you.
7-5 Green Canyon, looking for their second national title in the last 3 years.
Albany looks their best when they get the ball moving. They do have these break throws that can solve problems, but they're relying on it a little too much. If Albany can just play a little more small ball to get the ball moving, I think that's going to open up easier possessions. It's allowing Green Canyon to just set their defense when they're keying in on one receiver at a time. And Green Canyon is too fundamental, too tactically sound to just give up easy passes. So these break throws that they're missing on, although they have the skills, it's not unforced errors. Those are the throws that Green Canyon is baiting you into, and you got to execute.
The community of Ultimate always supports each other. This Albany team, after punching their ticket to the national championship, was over supporting the El Cerrito girls team, also out of California, who eventually lost in the semis on Universe Point to the top seed South Eugene. They will face Washburn in the national championship. Green Canyon with a 7-5 lead after a point that lasted 8 minutes and featured 8 turnovers. Albany has had plenty of break chances as they go for a hold and one throw to Graff, but it's knocked away. Trek Hansen was all over it.
Amazing play there by Hansen. He's outmatched size-wise, but he did it with the smarts. Playing position, didn't allow a clean run-up from Graff, and rewarded with a break chance.
In to get it is Phillips. Looking for Holt on the up line. Instead, it's a reset throw back for Hoffman. A call away from the disc. And Blake Holt is taking the time to stretch out his calves. Again, Holt took what appeared to be a nasty fall on his left leg in the semifinal. His ankle and knee were both dinged up. He only sat a couple of points, and then he got right back out there. Holt, high stall count, long forehand. Whoa! Jacob Hoffman with an unbelievable grab. How did he find the space to reel that in? Green Canyon takes half with a break. Insanity. Holt to Hoffman. Green Canyon 8, Albany 5 at the break.
The world has finally discovered the wonders of Oregon, where rolling hills and lush landscapes are paradise. Art comes to life on center stage or in the middle of the sidewalk, and where angry or happy skies are part of our intrigue and character. Where creeks are opal, waterfalls are silver, pioneers are gold, and the state's capital is named for peace. Salem and the Mid-Willamette Valley is a welcoming place, home to historians who unearth tales of the underground, and farmers who open their fields to anyone who wants to visit. Where you can meet the brewmasters, chefs, crafters and creators, strong and spirited entrepreneurs who delight in sharing the fruits of their labor. Recently, the strength and resiliency of our community has been tested like never before, and we've accepted the challenge. To the chefs, shopkeepers, winemakers, and performers using their pioneering spirit to give lift to our region, we say thank you. To everyone who is helping out, digging in, building up, and moving forward, we raise a glass in your honor. We will come out of this stronger than before. And when the world is ready to explore again, we'll be here. Salem and the Mid-Willamette Valley, the most Oregon part of Oregon.
It is championship weekend in the Western Ultimate League.
What a grab!
Oh my God! Grab from Chung, and Chip Chang launches to Stetmeyer for a goal.
And a blazing
Into the end zone, and it's a layout grab.
up for Melnick.
Wow! Oh my goodness, Leah. That was a dime ball.
8-5, Green Canyon on top of Albany after a break to end the first half and take a 3-goal lead. And we now welcome in the Green Canyon head coach, Paul DeMorgan. Coach, how big is that last break for momentum?
It's huge. We stacked the line a little bit there, calling a second timeout to give people some rest. And it was a little bit of a gamble, to be honest. But, yeah, no, that's huge. And now we're pulling downwind, which is nice as well. So pretty excited to get that. Just a spectacular catch by Jake Hoffman.
Absolutely insane grab. One thing that's been different in this game is your offense actually isn't getting the clean looks that you want.
No doubt.
A lot of bailout throws
no doubt.
From Holt. Anything that you're seeing that you're going to tell the guys to adjust to make the offense a little more clean?
You know, I've been working with Blake for a long time, and I try to I mean, he's clearly one of the great throwers in the division, if not the country. And I've been working with him his whole career about move the disc and trust the other guys, and I will be stressing that to him. That being said, you know, there's nobody else I'd rather have with the disc in his hand at stall 8.
What's it going to take in this second half, emotionally, tactically? What's the message to the guys in this huddle?
I'm old school, and I remember New York Ultimate, and I had the boys about 2 weeks ago watch the documentary that Cribber put together. They loved it, and we have some cheers that end in fact every time, and we'll be using those to get fired up all half.
All right, Coach. We'll see if it pays off in the second half. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks a lot.
That's Paul DeMorgan from Green Canyon, who has an 8-5 lead after a ridiculous catch from Jacob Hoffman and a break to end the first. And we look at the stats after one. Albany 0 for 9 on break chances. Is that what stands out to you?
I mean, there's nothing that could stand out more than a bagel on your break chances. And they've actually had more chances than Green Canyon, but it doesn't matter because Green Canyon has converted, and their conversion rate isn't even that good. It's just a little better.
30 turnovers in that first half, but it's Green Canyon that have been able to capitalize, and we now welcome in Dave Owen from Albany. Coach, that last break, a little demoralizing maybe. What's the message to get your guys back in it here at halftime?
I mean, that's sports. It doesn't always go your way every time. And, you just pick it up and you keep trying. I don't know. I think the Knicks came back from a lot further down than we are right now. So that's just how sports goes.
Coach, tactically, you guys are doing a great job isolating space. They're pushing you into some tight windows with those break throws. Are you looking to change anything to open up better spaces and make the passes a little bit easier?
I think we need to see more cutting from some of our secondary cutters, perhaps initiating cuts, so that they can't key in on Mo, on Jasper, on some of the guys that we lean on especially heavily for cutting. We need to probably rotate more people through different spaces. Again, they play a lot of poach on us. They like to poach against us. And the way to beat a poach is to force the poaching defenders into difficult choices. And so I think that's the main strategy that we have in this second half.
Is there a way that you can slow down Blake Holt's throwing abilities?
If we make it very hard for him to get the disc, then it's a little harder for him to do good things once he has it. He's made great throws. I mean, those have been some phenomenal throws. But, you just stay with it, and hopefully he's playing a lot of points. Hopefully his legs fade a little bit. Hopefully the work he puts into getting the disc shows up in the decisions he makes and the throws that he puts downfield. And, Augusta wind here and there. Something floats a little bit differently, and we're right back in this thing.
Coach, you got a winner for Knicks Spurs Game 5 tonight?
I'm rooting for 7 games, but
okay.
I don't know. It's hard to bet against the Knicks.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Albany, led by Dave Owen, trailing Green Canyon 8-5 at halftime. Blake Holtz throwing unbelievable in the first half. It was a turnover-filled first. Green Canyon able to capitalize on 2 breaks. Albany goes over on their 9 break chances. They went deep for Owais. They tried a bunch of different things, but Green Canyon stood tall, and they only allowed 5 goals in that first half. Both defenses shining, both offenses are making plays.
The story of this half going forward is about who can make the important plays.
Well, that's an important play. Jacob Hoffman, an unbelievable grab to end the first. Green Canyon 8, Albany 5. Second half coming right up.
This summer, Ultimate takes over the world. From the rising stars of World Junior Ultimate Championships to the seasoned battles of the World Masters Ultimate Club Championships to the biggest stage in Club Ultimate, the World Ultimate Club Championships. Watch it all unfold live, exclusively on Ultiworld.
Responsible business is now sort of an essential facet of the future economy. Like, I'm talking like every business needs to start thinking about their social and especially environmental impact.
And if we look at all the problems that we have in the world today, they're not going to be solved by our governments and the not-for-profits. I think business has a really big role to kind of play. B Corp really kind of helps companies through the certification really understand that and kind of dig into their impact further.
To me, ultimate is confidence.
Confidence that my focus, my hard work will pay off. I push. So when I step out on that field
and look at the 7 across from me,
I know
that they aren't ready.
Well, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know what goes on.
Rolling stones are acting, not bragging. Lift bigger than Jagger, not sagging. Rolling backwards, I'ma leave it at that. That ain't got nothing to do with rap. Shut the backs, expose those cats who pose as heroes, take advantage of blacks. The government's gangsters, so cut the crap.
Green Canyon 8, Albany 5 at halftime. Michael Cerroti alongside the legendary coach Mario O'Brien. And coach, in the first half, it was the timeliness of Green Canyon's big plays that has them up 3.
Absolutely, and making big plays goes part and parcel with not making mistakes, and that has been the Achilles heel of Albany in that first half. It just goes back to a couple drops. Those types of things add up, and on the other end of it, when you make an insane catch to get a break to end the half, that's the 3-goal difference that we see. 2 drops from Albany and an insane catch from Green Canyon is the difference in this game. Everything else has been pretty equal. Great plays from both sides, great skill shown, a few too many turns on 1 point here or 1 point there, but it's about the timeliness and the poise in clutch moments that will determine the outcome.
Is there anything that Albany can do better?
Albany just needs to execute. The X's and O's look great.
No execution on that throw into the turf, and an immediate break opportunity for Green Canyon. Going downwind, what can they do with this chance? Hoffman has help from Edelmeyer, who has been silent today after a big semifinal. And he tried a hammer to the end zone, but it was over the head of Miles Phillips.
He tried a Blake Holt, and he is not Blake Holt.
Nobody is.
Facts. Or if you're New York, it's fact.
Hawaii centers for Amanat Ali. It'll come down to not making mistakes for Albany to get themselves back in this game. Trying to stay undefeated and become a national champion while Green Canyon looks for their second title in the last 3 years. Tsai holsters the forehand, and he threw it away looking for Ali. Immediately, a deep shot. Edelmeyer to the end zone, and a last-second defensive play by Wong.
Wong with a huge block. And that's what I'm talking about. That's a clutch play. Need more of those from Albany. Pretty amazing catch here by the fan after the block. Check this out. Ooh, couldn't see it, but the fan made a great catch.
Great block by Wong. Sets Albany back up on offense deep in their own territory. In to get it, Graf. Advances the field. Tsai plays it back for Rusa. Ali against the defensive bid. Nice catch to keep it alive by Awais.
Awais' backhand form is so cool. I don't even know how he does it, but it just comes out perfect every time.
Graf finds Wong. Awais is getting poached, so someone is open. It's Graf in the end zone who goes up top for the grab.
An important hold for Albany, especially because it now gets them going downwind.
Ethan Owen with the assist.
Important to be going downwind because if you think about all of the amazing throws that we've seen so far in this game from Holt.
This is the block from Wong. Do we get the fan catch? We do. That's impeccable. And Albany able to cash in as Ethan Owen puts it up top for the big fella.
Getting back to what I was saying, think about all of the amazing throws that we've seen Blake Holt throw. They've all been going downwind. The scoober to the back corner, the hammer to the back corner. He's had a lot more trouble throwing upwind. And these are the situations when he's had to just throw it up late in the stall count, hasn't had any options. These guys are putting on a clinic in the back end zone. The fans. Wow. Great style.
Got to get everyone involved. Holt sets up the offense, puts it back. Hansen against the tight mark, back to Holt. Works on Awais. Trek Hansen again. Saldivar, forehand shot is too far. Giving it a good run, Alex Burris.
Even making Holt not be the primary thrower is a win here for Albany. Great pressure D, not a lot of options. Thrower felt like he had to take a shot in a difficult situation.
Graf for Owen. Thought about a big backhand. Owen turns back and gives it up for Rusa. A lot of different guys getting involved offensively for Albany to start the second half. As Awais gives it a chase and reels it in. And Albany breaks. For the first time this game, they're back within one.
And they reap the benefits of coming out on halftime, receiving, going downwind. And here we go. They get their first break of the game. Pressure's now on Green Canyon.
They needed this one. And it was put up by Tsai to let Awais do the rest of the work, and he outraces Holt to the back of the end zone.
Again, the throwing prowess of Albany has been on display. Not just that last throw, but a couple break throws to open up the field. Put a couple Z's on a few just to make sure that they hit him in the chest. Thanks to Cyrus Lingfield for that new lingo on the Z's.
Muhammad Awais with his third goal. He has been all over the field.
Holt back on the field, wearing the number 3 shirt.
And repping the USA hat. Will play in Spain this summer with the under-20 team and Muhammad Awais. A ton of players at the high school national invite on that team. Holt sends a deep shot for Hoffman, too far.
Wind got the best of Holt that time. Good decision. Receiver had steps. Albany trying to even it up. Can Graff lead him?
Full field break chance to tie for Albany. Green Canyon will not make it easy. Ali finds side. The handlers playing very close together. Ali sends a bomb, and it is way out of bounds.
And unfortunately, this one was hardly ever inbounds. This one's coming all the way up.
It's where the disc crossed out of bounds that Green Canyon gets possession, and Holt walks it way up the field. He calls out the shots to his offense. Puts it back in play. Finds the up line. It comes back to Holt. He surveys. Holt on the around to Hoffman. Holt again.
Mark got a piece of that one. That's rare. Huge hand block there from Albany. Cy answers the call.
Blake Holt is not an easy thrower to mark, but Hugo Tsai with a massive block. Can Albany cash in?
This is going to test Holt's resolve. He doesn't throw this many turnovers normally. Can he stay with himself and stay confident?
Tsai with a massive backhand and an even bigger rejection by Holt.
What a battle. What a battle, Tsai and Holt. Come on. You get one, I get one, one-on-one. Sweet.
Jeremiah Gonzalez for Albany calls for an injury substitution and walks to the sideline.
Here, I can't fix this. Can you fix this? No, you fix it. Okay, yeah, it looks good.
Hawaii's checks back in for Albany. He switches on to the mark on Holt. Holt low backhand. Saldivar end zone. Layout grab. Gage Nate with goal number 2. Green Canyon with the hold.
And I love that Gage Nate is excited about it. I know it wasn't a clean hold. It doesn't matter. You're in the finals. Show your team some energy. Spike that disc. This is the last moments of your season. It's time to empty the tank.
Tsai had a big block. He was fired up. And then Holt with an even bigger hand block. And eventually Saldivar to the end zone. And a big grab for the 16-year-old Gage Nate.
16-year-old stepping up on the biggest stage for his squad. Okay, but Albany did get a break. They inched back closer. It's going to take a couple more. I really do see that Albany is winning in the sense that their offense looks more fluid. Green Canyon is not scoring easy. They're not doing it by having these types of possessions that are fluid, that they're just running their offense. It's either a highlight throw or a bomb, or they get locked down and Holt has to send one to the end zone. Albany in control tactically, but down on the scoreboard.
And the scoreboard is what matters. And it's 9-7, the 2 seed with the lead, trying to hand Albany their first loss of the season. They clinched their bid to the high school national invite all the way back in September at the Seattle Invite. Last year, they got their bid from the Spaghetti Western, and it was a late bid, about a month before HSNI. So they had to figure out travel and hotels close to the tournament. But this year, a lot more time to relax. Ali unloads for Owen, who is all alone for the score. Heads up play from Ethan Owen, and a beautiful throw.
We've been talking a lot about Holt and a Weiss, but Ali has really impressed me. This is the first big, daring throw that he's made, but he has been such a reliable reset for this Albany squad. He gets open in small spaces. He breaks the mark. He's a great complement to a star player. He can generate offense when you need it, and in this case, he stepped up.
Ali has been the top handler this entire game. That's his first assist. And that is a big backhand after Owen was all alone and he was calling for the disc. And Ali recognized it, and he sent his receiver to the end zone.
You know, the stats are important, the goals and the assists, but the real stat that matters when you can track it is yardage gained. That's how you score, is you gain yards. Ali gets you yards. He's always available for a reset, but he gains those yards with his break throws. In this case, he got you 60 on one throw. But really what an offense needs is to move the ball, progress down the field. Ali not showing up in the big stats, but doing it in the way that matters.
Albany still trails by 1 break to Green Canyon, and it's 9-8 in a game to 15. Saldivar, a forehand. He has 2 receivers in the area, but it's incomplete.
And once again, we see Green Canyon not willing to try to have a possession. They wanted to end it early. I like the aggressiveness, but can they sustain it? They're turning the ball over a lot.
Rusa goes down low to keep the point alive. Tsai against the tight mark. Rusa over the top for Awais. Rusa back to Awais. Downfield momentum. This is Tsai on the sideline. Back for Rusa. Gets help from Alex Poi. Green Canyon really driving Albany backwards, and they turn it over.
Handler's got a little disconnected for the Cutters. That throw was a little longer than he wanted it to be, and he turned it over.
Luke Johnson, a round throw, taken in by Nate. Hansen. Saldivar back to get it. Saldivar again. Finds Holt, the star, with the continue to Hansen for the goal.
That's a great possession there from Green Canyon when they needed it. Weiss taking the Holt matchup, and Weiss was tired at the end of that point, trailing on the mark. Holt got 3 yards. Weiss was just jogging to catch up, clearly gassed.
It has been hot today in Salem, and this was a long 2-turnover point. They were frustrated, but they got the disc back, and they convert. Blake Holt to Trek Hansen. Holt with assist number 7 in the national final, and Green Canyon is back on top by 2. Take a look at how we got here. Green Canyon with that big break to end the first half and go up 8-5. Since then, Albany got 1 break back, and the rest have been holds. The entire first half had Green Canyon up 2 goals. I have not seen a spray bottle yet today. That is efficient. I like that method.
Have you ever taken it to the next level and put a fan in front of a spray bottle? You've been there?
Well, no, but they make the water bottles that have the fan, and you can spray it. And it's
Smart.
a water bottle.
Technology these days is just going bonkers.
I've seen the ice neck wraps. I've seen fruit, water, ice, dumping water on your head.
My
spray bottle.
My favorite at early season tournament is squirt guns.
Oh,
you know,
a fun way to stay cool.
It's a motto, you know, living like this, fun way to stay cool.
It's been around 90 degrees this afternoon, and these teams play 3 games in a day after playing 3 yesterday. It's a lot of Frisbee. It's a lot of wear and tear. Albany is feeling it a little more than Green Canyon with some injuries.
Yeah, these guys have played a lot of points, and the stars for both of these teams have carried the load both physically and mentally. And now they're going to be tested here in the second half of the final. Wow.
Big backhand put up by Graf. It's for Weiss. A great read by Muhammad for the goal. He stayed patient, and he reeled it in. Goal number 4.
Wow, Muhammad Weiss. He did so many things right, including the no spike, just leaving that on the doorstep in front of 2 defenders on the ground. Muhammad Weiss, he's all business, but he's making big plays. Used his strength and savvy to box out the defenders.
And how about the put by Jasper Graf, who has been everywhere for Albany. 2 goals, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. This is a big backhand.
Weiss keeps his position. Couple of bowling pins knocking each other down behind him. Graf hoping it plays out just like I thought it was. Never a doubt, says Graf.
We are going back and forth in this second half. Jasper Graf, a big part of Albany being able to stay within 1 after they went down 3 to end the first half. Do they have another break in them to tie?
Here's that tight person defense from Albany. Not a lot of options. Things looking static for Green Canyon. Green Canyon came out in a horizontal stack, showing something different. Coach switching it up a little bit.
There was a call down the field.
Occurred.
Okay.
When did the pick occur?
Getting back to
a little bit?
I said 4, that's why I went down 1.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
So we're coming in 4.
We'll say 4. Okay. Coming in, stalling 4.
Getting back to the coaches' battle. it's clear that we're going to be seeing a lot more Weiss and Holt down the stretch. Whether it's O or D, those guys are going to be on the field.
Holt with a low backhand and a turnover. Graf was there defensively.
And again, Green Canyon forced to a high stall situation. It doesn't matter the outcome of this call. It's either going to be a stall or
would you
it's
like
going
a
to be
ruling,
a
or would you like to
turnover.
leave it?
Albany's going to have
It
a
was
chance
stall.
for a break.
Come here. Hey, we're staying here.
Could you hear?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we're going to end zone. Back.
All right, so you're going to do a 3-2-1, check the disc, and we can go.
Albany gets the disc back. Great field position and a break chance. Floated up for Elias. He comes down with it to Graf in the end zone. We're tied.
And we've talked about fundamentals all weekend. The teams with the best fundamentals are going to come out on top. It started with the defense. Everybody locked down, resulting in a stall. And then if you isolate a Weiss at the front of the stack with your best thrower, they're going to break the mark, and it's going to be an easy score. A Weiss in the middle of everything here in crunch time.
No options for Blake Holt. Weiss all over him, everything covered downfield. And the stall call that leads to an Albany break to tie it at 10 apiece.
Weiss, he doesn't give you a lot of emotion, but you know he's pumped up by that one, giving it to his teammates, saying, let's go. It's time. We're here.
Now it's Holt and Green Canyon needing a response.
Albany clearly in the driver's seat in the second half. All the pressure now on Green Canyon. A couple breaks, and now they have to score upwind. Can Holt quiet the storm, run some offense, find some easy passes, move the ball like Coach said? It's clutch time.
It's a big pull from Graf to set up the offense with Saldivar and Holt. Saldivar, upline, Edelmeyer. Saldivar to Holt, the handler's doing the work for Green Canyon. Holt ahead for Hansen. Score at 10-10, the first time that we have been tied. Green Canyon trying to go back on top. Holt on the goal line. He puts Green Canyon back in front to Edelmeyer.
That's the best possession of the game for Green Canyon so far, and it came exactly when they needed it. Great ball movement. I especially loved during the point when the ball got to the trap sideline. They got it right off, went dump swing to the other side. And Holt looking at a double-digit assist game if this pace continues. He's already got 8 assists along with a goal and 2 blocks.
Cody Edelmeyer getting involved for the first time today. And Green Canyon has an 11-10 advantage. Blake Holt has been everywhere. 8 assists. He does have those 8 turnovers, and some of them have been uncharacteristic. But he has still been the star for Green Canyon.
And at this point of the season, you don't change it up. Yes, he's had 8 turnovers, but you want the turnovers, if they're going to happen, to be the right person with the disc in their hands.
Amanat Ali will quarterback for Albany, trying to tie it back up. You know Weiss will be involved offensively. Well, falling down to the turf, he turned it over. A bid from Tsai. Green Canyon trying to take advantage. Wide open in the end zone. But it's coming back. I think an injury was called by Tsai.
Who called injury? Blue 7. Where's 7? All right, injury was called.
No goal for Green Canyon. They will have possession.
We talked about coming up clutch in big moments.
So injury was called?
No.
Can the observer come up clutch and sort this out?
The observers didn't hear the injury call. We cannot make the decision. If it's going to be a contested, it's going to be go back.
Here's another look at Tsai's
So
effort.
it's wherever you were when
he
the
stood
injury
up,
happened.
and he did call for an injury timeout.
That's a great.
So that disc is coming back.
Great pickup by our replay team. It's quite clear that it did happen before the throw.
Okay.
Green Canyon
their sub.
might be frustrated with that call, but when they watch it back, they're going to know it's the right call. Speaking of
Are you the one
clutch,
who came
Green
in?
Canyon's
Where was the injured
defense
player?
coming up clutch, shutting everyone down. A coverage sack forces a Weiss to throw it
took
away.
Off when the injury was called, so like you're both further back. Yeah.
I don't think you're this close to me.
Yeah.
It was like this at the time of the turn. Yeah, you were not this close to me when the call was up. No, brother, at the time
We're
of the
we're
call.
still having this
At
chat.
the time of the call, I don't think you were this close. Guarding you had his by 15.
Hey,
It was just
guys,
a turn.
players, we're gonna need to resolve this. From my perspective, another couple of one more, please. Yeah. We good that? Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right.
There's the injury timeout and the positioning of all the players on the field. That's what they're sorting out right now. Who should be where?
We're good. I don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, here we go.
All right. We're ready to go again. It's Green Canyon possession with a break opportunity. And they turn it over just like that.
That is a huge change of events from putting one on the board to giving it back. Albany with a gift.
Jacob Hoffman just dropped that one. Ali looks for options, finds Rusa.
Hang 3. Loud 3-2-1 to bring us in, please. 45.
Vert stack here from Albany. Ali in the reset space. When we tap it in, probably going to look to the reset. Instead, they look to a Weiss.
On the sideline for Albany, a Weiss going cross field for Graff, who snatches it. We're tied again on the Albany hold.
Wow, both teams coming up clutch. Couple points ago, it was Graff trusting a Weiss in the deep space, and this time it's the reverse. A Weiss trusting Graff. Albany leaning on lots of different people to get it done, as opposed to Green Canyon clearly relying on Holt.
Third assist for Muhammad Awais and goal number 4 for Jasper Graff. Those two are doing a little bit of everything. They have really stood out for Albany.
Stuff that we can't deal with. Okay.
was in motion before he even signaled for the injury. So it should have
Coach. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Green Canyon coach still trying to litigate the previous play.
That was the simple drop by Hoffman, and the score, Awais to Graff. Muhammad Awais. He's thankful that Albany even had the chance to hold there.
And I love this emotion that we're seeing from Weiss. It is an emotional moment. It's okay to show emotion. I know he's all business, but if I'm his teammate, I'm actually loving it because I know he's so invested.
Holt unloads a backhand for Edelmeyer. It's over his head. Blake Holt has struggled with some throws going in this direction. That is his 9th turnover. It's up again for Graf against Edelmeyer. Graf off the fingertips.
And we talked about it coming out of halftime. It's who can come up clutch. Sometimes it's making a play, and sometimes there's a play to be made and you don't make it. Graf had it in his fingertips to go up for the first time in the game for Albany. Weiss absolutely locked down.
It's a Callahan for Jasper Graf.
We might have a call. Receiver saying it was actually a strip.
I feel like you called it in because you knew it was. No. All we're doing is calling possession in the end zone. Okay. We are not making any kind of determination of that.
I'm expecting this one to go to the observer.
I don't really feel much resistance in that rip. I feel like you're obligated to call that in this situation because of where we're obligated to call that. But okay, you ripped it out. I definitely think I caught it. Okay. Minimally before you stop rotation. Nope. Okay. I would like you guys have had your decision. Six, did you have a question that you?
This is so close.
Well, if they come to me, I will make that determination.
We can't quite tell.
Okay. So, observer ruling. It's not a strip, it's a goal.
It's a clean Callahan for Jasper Graf. An Albany break and an Albany lead.
And we are heat timeout.
The 1 seed for the first time in the final has an advantage. Unbelievable.
Jasper Graf with his 5th goal of the game. Absolute redemption after dropping the goal right before that. And it gives Albany their first lead of the game as we go into heat timeout. And now Green Canyon's going to have to think about it.
12-11 Albany off the Callahan from Jasper Graf. Cody Edelmeyer thought it was stripped out of his hands, but it wasn't. It was clean. Jasper Graf, the Cali. Albany is on top.
The car on the way to the shop. Well, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know
what goes on. Rolling stones of the rap game, not bragging. Lift bigger than Jagger, not sagging. Rolling backwards, I'ma leave it at that. That ain't got nothing to do with rap. Shut the backs, expose those cats who pose as heroes, take advantage of blacks. The government's gangsters will cut the crap.
On the grand stage to keep possession.
Huge bid, gets the target.
Throw it the full 80 yards to the field? Are you kidding? And an incredible catch. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
One of the plays of the year.
Jasper Graf with the Callahan to put Albany on top of Green Canyon for the first time here in the national title game. That was impressive. And Albany leads. Wow, what a swing.
There have been moments in this game that have swung the momentum and the emotions so much, from a goal getting called back and an injury bringing it back to a turnover, to a break, and now to this break and a Callahan. Albany meeting the moments, and Green Canyon is sputtering.
Soft cap will go on after this point. It is 12-11 Albany. They lead for the first time as the 1 seed and favorite coming into the tournament. The
so the
soft
game
cap means +1 after this point from the higher score. So if Albany breaks, it'll be a game to 14, sorry. If Green Canyon holds and scores, it will go to Universe as a game to 13. Green Canyon needs a response.
The sideline is filled with fans. Everyone wants to see how this is going to play out.
Albany is outscoring Green Canyon 6-3 in the second half. Green Canyon needs an answer. The disc is in the hands of their star handler, Blake Holt. Saldivar back to Holt. Holt flips ahead, wide open in the end zone. We are going to Universe in the national championship. Holt to Hamilton, and it's a game to 13.
Here we go, baby. This is why we come here. This is why everyone loves the game of Ultimate. It's Universe point. The tactics don't matter. All that matters is who can pull out this next point. It doesn't matter if it's clean. It doesn't matter if it's pretty. It just matters that you're the one who scores. All the stars will be on the field for this one.
This second half has been owned by Albany. They were down 8-5 at halftime, but a few breaks had them in front for the first time in this game at 12-11. Green Canyon able to tie it. Another Nixon 5 chant has broken out. Again, that is the Columbia team from New Jersey leading the chant. It's halftime in that game. The Knicks are losing by 5. Green Canyon calling a timeout to talk it over. Universe point in the national championship. You can't ask for anything more. The 1 seed Albany, the 2 seed Green Canyon, and 1 point remaining in the high school Ultimate season.
It's been an amazing tournament. Feel so fortunate that it's all come down to this 1 point to rule them all.
The D-line for Green Canyon needs a stop. They have Holt out there, which would come up huge if they got a turn. Edelmeyer has been a defensive star today for Green Canyon. And for Albany, you know they're going to pull out all the stops offensively. Muhammad Awais is the leader. Coaches are on the field directing their guys. It all comes down to this point.
Albany sends their stars onto the field. You're going to have number 7 Hugo Tsai, Jasper Graff.
I think Albany took a timeout as well, and that's why this is such an extended timeout.
This is so beautiful.
This is what Ultimate Frisbee is all about. Sudden death Universe point. The high school season comes down to Albany and Green Canyon, 1 versus 2 going to Universe. That's what's on the line.
The other thing on the line is everyone's pride and their memories about the season that they had and how they defined their senior season. Could be the last point of Ultimate for many of these kids.
Universe point in the national championship. Hawaii's back for Rusa. Rusa to Graf. Sai in to get it. Sai throws it away. Blake Holt with the layout block. Green Canyon calls a timeout. They have a break chance to win the national title. What a play by Holt, who has been everywhere.
Holt clearly showing that he is more than just a thrower. He is more than just a young phenom, a national team player. He's also got the defensive chops when it matters. Wow. Albany seemingly had some flow going. We're going to listen into the coaches.
Paul DeMorgan from Green Canyon. A huge block from Blake Holt. Sai, a low backhand, and a layout. He was looking for Ethan Owen, and Blake Holt denied it.
Wow.
It sets Green Canyon up with an opportunity to break and win.
Holt going to be picking up 12-12. Looks like vert stack. Nobody in the reset space. Reset, set up positive. Isolation for someone coming.
Holt taps it in. Break chance for Green Canyon on Universe point. Hoffman. Holt lays out. He can't reel it in. Back to Albany.
Graf's heading to the end zone. They're going to put it up to him.
Graf knocked away. He went up top, and Jacob Hoffman said no. No timeouts left for Green Canyon. Hoffman to Holt. Holt puts it deep. It's caught. Phillips, end zone. Green Canyon. Oh, it's dropped. Riley Hamilton had the national championship in his hands.
What am I watching right now? I have never seen a drop of that magnitude on a Universe point championship game. Oh my God.
Sai surveys. Rusa finds Ali. Albany with another chance to win on Universe. They have been gifted the opportunity to become national champions. Graf puts it deep for Hawaii's. He's got it. Albany, national champions for the first time ever. Heartbreak for Green Canyon. Ecstasy for Albany as they complete the undefeated season as national champs. They win it on Universe Point. They did not lose all season. Green Canyon lost twice all season, both on Universe to Albany. What a game. Universe Point had 4 turnovers. Holt doing everything he could. Graf couldn't reel this one in with a Hoffman block. And then a drop in the end zone by Riley Hamilton. He had the win in his hands, but eventually it's Graf for Owais and the national championship for Albany. The stars shine on the biggest stage. Forehand shot. Graf watches Owais reel it in.
There is so much emotion on the field right now. Owais, you can see it. Green Canyon absolutely devastated.
They had multiple break chances. They had the disc and the national championship in the hands of Riley Hamilton. But eventually, it's Muhammad Owais who pulls in the national championship for Albany for the first time. And he joins us now. Muhammad, how does it feel?
We've worked so hard for this. We've worked so hard, and it means the whole world. I don't even know what to say right now. Like, so many times that we've talked about this, we've been talking about this since the start of the season. It means so much. I'm so happy that we were able to do this for all of our seniors and all the underclassmen. I'm so happy to see all of our hard work pay off.
You made a player-made decision back in the fall to go to Seattle and get your bid to the high school national invite. You eventually have it pay off by winning the whole thing. Where are these emotions coming from?
I told the coaches at the start of the season we should bet on ourselves. I knew that we were the best team in the nation, and so did everybody else. So we decided to go up to Seattle and get our bid early. And yeah, I'm just super hyped and happy we were able to pull out the win.
And we're so happy for you, Muhammad. What is it about this team that gave you the confidence that you could do it? What is it about how you train or how you connect or the time you put in together?
Just the journey, man. Like, for me personally, for the last 3 years, it's been an hour and a half journey for me to get to practice after school, and just the sacrifices that I've made and the team has made just to get to this moment, it means everything. And I know how hard we work at practice. I know how much we deserve this. It just means everything. It's such a great feeling.
Muhammad, go celebrate with your team. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Let's go, Albany, bro. Shout out Albany, bro. Let's go.
Muhammad Owais pulls in the game-winning goal for the national title, and all the emotions pouring out. Albany 13, Green Canyon 12. What a game. Albany, national champions for the first time. They do it on Universe Point in a thriller. The girls' division final is next. Muhammad Owais and Albany, national champions, 13-12 over Green Canyon for one final time in the boys' division. For Charlie Eisenhood, Connor Donovan, Coach Mario O'Brien, I'm Michael Cerroti saying I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for joining us on Ultiworld. Albany, national champions.